you know, I don't know what I'm fucking doing, y'all, but okay. Oh fuck. I'm gonna try to vlog for the first time in months. I want to show you how I make this set that I've been selling on Depop, because honestly I don't want to gatekeep, and if you want to make it yourself instead of paying me to make it, who cares? I just want to I guess give you the information so that you can do it. Supplies you'll need is a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook, scissors, a yarn needle, and a two different acrylic yarns. You can use any yarn you want, honestly, but it's the weight of the yarn that matters, I guess. I think the weight of this yarn is worsted. It's like 4. Let me see. Yeah, it's medium, and I use both of the yarns I use is from Super Saver, but I'm trying to get into using cotton yarn, so like, you know, coming soon. But I'm using this like a beige yarn that's from Super Saver. It's called Buff, I guess, or it says, yeah, it just says Buff and then chamois and then beige, so whatever that is. Then the other one is green, but I don't know, I don't have like the name of it, but you know, you can make it whatever. You can even just like use what I'm telling you to make something totally different. I don't care, you know, use your creativity. I'm gonna try my best to describe what I'm doing so that you can do it. But honestly, if I'm not doing it good, just if I'm not explaining it well, just let me know and I won't do it again. I won't do it again, I promise you. Like okay, but yeah, let's start. You can also use some stitch markers. I forgot. That is important as well, so that you can make it. I think that would help. Some stitch markers, just to, oh my god.
A few moments later.
Make the trying to put the monstera leaf on the shorts. That would help a lot. But okay, the order I'm doing right now, the girl said her waist was 23 inches. So, oh, you also might need a measuring tape. I forgot about that. You can just chain until like the chain goes around your waist and hips. Like, it'll go around your waist comfortably, but it has to go past your hips as well. So make sure you take that into account when you're doing it. But she said her waist is 23 inches. So, yeah. We're gonna chain. And honestly, it's different every time. Like, I don't stress myself out about counting the chain and all that unless I really need to. But in this case, you don't really need to count how many chains you have. Just do it until it's your waist length, and then see if it can fit around your hips. But yeah, the girl didn't give me the hips measurement, so I'm just gonna, you know, make sure it stretches a few inches, which I mean that's what crochet stuff does anyways, but I'm gonna make sure that it can stretch a few inches, so if her hips are a bit wider, it'll go over her hips easily. I might have to get some reference because I'm blanking on how this is supposed to look. I haven't made a set in like a few weeks, so maybe a week. I need to refresh myself on what I'm doing before I confuse myself and then I'm just lost. So yeah, chain as many as you need. That's the first step. The length of your waist. Okay, you can see me good. And then you'll measure it. Oh, it's kind of perfect. Okay, let's do this. So yeah, this is 23 inches or a little more. And then we're going to join the chain at the beginning of it. And then we're going to chain 2 or 2 or 3, you know, it's up to you. Pull everything tight, make sure nothing's like crazy. This is not, I really don't like think that this is going to fit around anybody's waist. So let me check in with old girl before I start this, and I'm over here making shorts for like a toddler. So okay, I asked and she said that yeah, she's 24 inches around, which I didn't know was possible. But then I think about it, and it's like my sister definitely was the same way. Is the same way, I guess. I don't know. But growing up, she did have that smaller waist. So let's measure it out again. Unstretch is about 23 inches. So actually, I'm gonna crochet. I'm gonna chain some more. Sorry, I'm trying to find the words, child. Okay. Just, you know, making sure 24 inches or whatever your waist is. Then, as I was saying, you join the, let's see, you join the down, and then let's see, chain up to slip stitch, join it, you know, then you chain up 2, and then we're going to double crochet all around, and then I'll be back. But if you don't know what a double crochet is, you just yarn over, you go through the loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. If you did get that, or like it wasn't clear, I don't know what to say, maybe rewatch it again. But yeah, so double crochet, that's all we're doing for real for this design. But the only thing that basically will be doing that's not really normal, I guess, is that we're gonna crochet. Once we do this first row of double crochets, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to double crochet into the 2 back loops. And every time you do that, or every time you do that, you will be turning your work so that you can get like the ribbed effect. And yeah, but okay, I will be back once my first row is done.
They just wanna fuck with you. Just they know I fuck with you. If I put my
Okay, now got my first row of double crochets. I've chained up 2, and then I'm going to turn my work, and I'm going to double crochet into the back 2 loops. So it's going to be this loop and then this loop. You see? I'm going to pull through 1, 2. I'll do it again so you can see it. I don't know if this is a good angle, probably not. Okay, you see this loop here. So we're going to do this loop and then the loop under it, and then we're going to double crochet. You're going to do that all the way around, and then slip stitch, chain up 2, turn your work, and do that for 12 rows, and we'll be back, or I'll be back. Okay, I did forget that I was recording this, but oh my god.
A few moments later.
Okay, I did forget that I was recording this, but hear me out. Let me give you the rest of the instructions. After you do the 12 rows, it should look something like this. And then once you get to the last stitch of the 12th row, you will slip stitch, and then you're going to chain like 12 to 15, and then based on the amount of stitches, connect the chain to the halfway point of the stitches, and then you're going to continue doing this patterned crochet for 3 more rows, and then, which I did 2 so far on this one side, but yeah, you're gonna do 3 more rows of the same color on both sides, and then you're gonna put another row of green at the bottom of each leg. Yeah, I totally forgot, like, and it's another day, it's a new day, so yeah, but that's what I'm doing now. I guess I'll try to come back when I'm doing the green part, or when I'm doing the bra. We'll see. Psych! Actually, I have a story time. Low key. I want to talk about me losing my best friend. I no longer have a best friend because she fell in love with me, or she was in love with me the whole time, I guess. and basically like being my friend wasn't worth it unless I was willing to be sexually active and or flirt with her. So yeah, but I guess I'll give you some context and storyline. Me and this girl started talking on TikTok years ago, and what ended up happening was, hold on. We ended up talking on TikTok, and then what ended up happening was, after a few months of going back and forth, being on FaceTime and chatting almost every day, she ended up flying me out to Memphis, her hometown. And that shit went terrible. Like, it went okay, but it wasn't a great experience because she was having like this anxiety thing, which I don't blame her, but it's like, girl, you literally brought me here just to act weird the whole time, then was trying to make it seem like I was the one doing weird shit, and was like not doing something that she never communicated for me to do. And I'm like, I can't read your mind. It's kind of weird that like you expect me to do 1, 2, and 3. We never talked about this. Blah blah blah. You're like, she was basically every morning she would go to the bathroom and like cry, and then what happened? She would like isolate herself and just weird shit, or just like not really talk to me for real. And it was just weird. She did take me shopping though, so that was nice, but her whole like vibe was just weird. So I spent a week with her, and then I went home. Then what happened? We talked for a while more, but I was still doing my own thing because not only was she 5,000 miles away, whatever, however far away that is, but like we had never been like, oh, like we're together, we're doing 1, 2, and 3. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna keep dating and talking to people and doing what I want to do because I'm grown. Like, I was maybe like 22, 23 at the time, so whatever. But yeah, so after a while of me telling her like, oh, I'm doing 1, 2, and 3 and I'm having fun, I'm living my best life, she eventually crashed out on me. And after that, we had stopped talking. Then maybe I think like last year I was thinking about her heavy, so I was like, hopefully hopefully like she's at my way so we can talk again, because I really enjoyed our friendship, blah blah blah. And I checked my email one day, and she had emailed me, and from that email, like, she told me that she was grieving because somebody really important to her had died, and like we both were, I guess, thinking of each other, and she decided to reach out, and we started talking again, I believe last year. But mind you, in this gap of time, I've changed as a person. Like, I've been trying to be a better person and have more boundaries for myself and how I interact with others. And like, I still have my fun here and there, but at the same time, I keep myself very aware of what I'm doing and how I want to move through these situations. Not like how I was when I was a bit younger, where I was just like, YOLO, whatever happens happens. I would just fall into these situationships really fast, and I would also like fuck my friends, which I mean, it was fun until it wasn't, and it just made my friendships weird. So I had to stop doing that, but also I stopped making friends that are attracted to me. Yeah, so we we started talking like every day. We were on FaceTime all the time, and this is in a maybe like a time span of maybe a year or so. We're on FaceTime all the time. We're talking every day. I literally like when we first started talking, she was like really deep into depression, and again, when we started talking again, she was really deep into depression and still really heavily grieving. And I made an effort to like be there for her and, you know, make sure I check in on her and, you know, give encouraging words, because even though I don't grieve how other people grieve when people are dead, I can still be compassionate and empathetic of what they're going through. So yeah. Then fast forward to Christmas 2025, and has it been a year? It's probably been less than a year, but yeah. I think, yeah. So Christmas 2025, I ended up being depressed. Like, I had been depressed because I had posted a little bit about it on here, but it's a post and delete. I was talking to this girl that not this girl, I think it was non-binary, like trans max, something like that. I was talking to this person I ended up going to Philly for, not really for, but like I ended up going to Philly and we ended up meeting, and like nothing really happened there. But after I went to Philly and met them, and like shit just went left for me. So especially with my mental health, because they were being inconsistent, and I had communicated to them about that, and they literally did not only disregarded that, triggered the fuck out of me for like 2 weeks, and I crashed clean the fuck out. But that's why I was depressed. Like, I really liked that girl, and for me to like fuck up that bad, I didn't want to live. So I told her how I was feeling, and she was like, oh, come to Little Rock, because she eventually moved to Little Rock and, you know, got a new job and all that. So she said, come to Little Rock, you know, spend some time with me during Christmas, and, you know, relax, don't worry about nothing, just relax. So I went, but I mean, yeah, I went, and the whole time it was pretty cool. It was actually a really good experience. For me, it was really chill. Nothing happened besides us, you know, spending a lot of time together. So it was fine, but I could still feel the vibe that like she wanted to do more than just friendly shit. And honestly, I probably shouldn't have went, because I got that vibe, because she would make weird, like not weird comments, but like she would make sly comments, I would say. I don't know, but yeah, I think it's like sly comments about when I would be like, oh yeah, I'm not like that girl anymore, I don't fuck my friends, blah blah blah, I don't really do that no more. She would be like, oh, wish I was in a different timeline. She would say stuff like that. So, or like she was like, yeah, I don't even get into what else rubbed me the wrong way, but yeah, that was what was happening. So went to Little Rock for a week, came back, everything was cool. Then everything was cool up until like a month or two ago, maybe like a month ago, and we started bumping heads like real bad. Not real bad, but like all often. But also on top of that, she had ended up losing her job, so like it was a lot of pressure on her to like get her to, you know, figure out what was going on. And I was happy to help, but it's just some things I didn't feel comfortable doing, like but yeah, the main shit that I think rubbed her wrong way is that she ended up texting me. We were like less consistent in texting, but I ended up telling her like, hey, I want to show up for you as a friend, however you want me to, blah blah blah. I sent like a long text message about it, and she said nothing. Then she texted me like a day or two later, a few long paragraphs about a dream she had and how she had to use ChatGPT to to analyze what it meant. And I'm like, had to? So the first thing I said was, using ChatGPT is wrong, especially if you're using it to get your thoughts together, like for it to think for you. I don't get it. Like, that's dumb. So I had told her that I had, not only did I was like, yeah, that's weird that you're using ChatGPT basically, but I also did I responded to her dream. I'm like, okay, cool. Well, what else? I don't remember what I said, but I did respond to what she said about the dream. But my first thing was about ChatGPT, because girl, what are we really doing? Like, I can get it if you're using it for resume, because everything is ATS compliant, which means the people are using AI to see if you're qualified. So if the AI, use AI to do that, not to get your thoughts together, not to research what a dream means. I don't know. That just don't make sense to me. So we bumped heads about it, and she didn't want to talk to me like for a few days, but she came back and was telling me that when I say things, I come off a bit abrasive. And I do get that. Like, I'm very blunt with what I say and how I say it. So I guess, but it's like, damn, girl, of all the things you could do, that is not cool. The water is evaporating from the air because you wanna let the ChatGPT think for you. I just don't understand. Like, you could have easily just went on a few websites about dream interpretations and put that shit together, but you decided, oh, this is what I need to do. I need to do it. So, whatever. Then another thing that happened, she became distant, and I assumed that it was because she was talking to someone new, and in a more romantic way. And I didn't care, because I'm very supportive. Like, I didn't care that it wasn't on no romantic shit, because I'm not your bitch. It was more so that she was just really distant and have shit to do. I feel like if you're being distant, it's because you're getting to some money. You're literally sitting here playing video games on your laptop all day, but you can't check in with me. That's insane. I don't know, for you to call me your best friend, I feel like she could have put more effort into it. So whatever. But she took it as, oh, I'm making the girl bigger than the program. I'm like, no, I really don't care about who you're talking to. It's more so that you be going MIA for days, and I'm worried about you type shit. Like, so then she eventually comes out and says about that she does, like, it don't have nothing to do with her. It's more about me, because she is in love with me, and she don't treat me like she don't treat me like a friend, and it's her fault for not treating me like a friend, blah blah blah. Mind you, I don't think she ain't never treated me like, during this friendship, she ain't never treated me like a friend. So I don't know, but whatever. So yeah, she was like, yeah, I don't treat you like a friend. I am in love with you, and I think that's why I feel these feelings with other people come into the equation, blah blah blah. And then she was like, no, I don't know if I said anything back about her having feelings, but I did respond to her about the other stuff that she said. Then she needed some space. Then, like, she texted me. The last time she texted me, it was like days later, and she was like, I think we should leave the relationship here. No, what had happened was I needed to take some space to get my life together. So I was like, yeah, I need some space. We ended up talking like a few days later because I was upset because we were on FaceTime and I was talking to her and she wasn't listening, and she was like, she straight up ignored me and was like, oh yeah, I was just playing this game, blah blah blah, I'm sorry, my bad. And I didn't like that, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And we didn't talk. But yeah, so she was, once we had started talking again, she was like, yeah, I think we should leave the friendship here. And I was like, all right, there's nothing I can do. Like, we're supposed to be best friends, and you said we were for lifers. So like, I don't know why. Like, I don't get how you could say that and then do some shit like be like, oh, we can't be friends if we're not romantically involved. Which, I mean, I can't say that this is a completely new experience. Like, people, like, I will reach out to people to be friends and then they learn shit about me and, you know, see my personality and stuff and eventually catch feelings. And it's like I can't have friends. It's like, I guess being someone who is somewhat attractive, and, you know, somewhat successful and you know, trying their best to be a good person is very attractive to people. But it's like, damn, like, I'll try to be intentional about how I treat people and like what I'm doing when it comes to my relationships. It's like, people really can't see me past how I look and like how, like, what they want from me, and it's usually sexual or physical, or they want to take my fucking energy, and I hate that. I literally just want friends, and I can't find that. Like, the DMV is not that for me. It's not that place for me. Like, the DMV is full of hoes, and I guess so is Philly is. But yeah, no. So yeah, I lost my bestie because she fell in love with me and I didn't feel the same. So now I already cried about it, so I'm good. Like, I had one good cry and I've been good ever since. I do get sad a little bit thinking about it, but I'm good. Like, I think it's better that we separate. We went our separate ways. Because I don't need to be friends with people who are secretly plotting on me in that way. I feel like if she was upfront with the shit, like, I'm open to a friends to lovers arc, but I feel like you need to say it with your chest. I'm the type of person, if I like you, I'm very forthcoming with showing you that I like you. So like, for someone to like say shit under their breath but not have the balls to like be like, yeah girl, I like you, let's go on a date, let's do this 1, 2, and 3, why would I entertain you? That's why I like confident people. Like, confident people, even if you're not fully confident in like approaching me, if you approach me confidently, I'm overly going. I'm going because that's what I like. That's just what I like. I don't know what to tell you. Like, that's what I want in a person. Like, I like confident people. I had to delete some stuff off my phone because my shit kept stopping. But yeah, once I get both of the pant legs, the shorts legs, I'm gonna come back. Right now I have one almost fully done, and well, I have one done besides the green, and then I just started the new one, the second one. So I will be back.
Trust in you. What will you do? Will you just step back?